Hey everybody, it's Erin Reed from Erin Reed Makes, and welcome to Card Making Wednesday. I have 3 really super cute cards for you today. They're all with a little bit of a patriotic twist, and they're going to be a ton of fun. So without further ado, let's get started. So here we go. Oh, let me get my phone out of the way. Here we go. Here we go. We're all live. Hello, hello, everybody who is on. So these are the 3 super cute cards that we are going to be making today. They're all using TLC Designs products. They are super adorable. Look at these. I love this. So these ones are using a variety of different shapes, different sizes, but they're all using cardstocks and just dies in different ways. So as you can see, we're even replicating a couple of different die ideas here. Okay, so let's jump in and let's do this guy first. So let's pull all the supplies out. I have my little kit here. I'm organizing everything in my little Made It by Marco supplies. It makes it so much easier. Okay, so the first thing that I did is I went through and I cut. So I pulled out craft because I feel like it goes with everything. I pulled out black because that's easy. Hey, Tammy, how you doing? Red, of course, and then blue, and then white. So basically, I just did red and blue, and then 3 of like what I would call the basic colors. So you can really kind of mix and match. You could totally take this a different direction if you change your 2 colors. You could do pink and green. You could do red and green, make this Christmas. I mean, you could really kind of change it up if you just kind of stick with these basic colors. Nothing new here. So the first step is to do all of your mats. So I decided for this particular card to do a square card because I felt like it fit the shape of this really cute star perfectly, right? And so when I made it, I decided to go with the fit into an A2 size envelope. So it's 4 1/4. And then when you open it up, it's 8 1/2. So it still fits into an 8 1/2, an A2 size envelope. There you go. Hey, Donna. All right, so we are going to stack our cards. Let me make sure I have the right order here. It's black, sorry, it's red and then black and then crafts. And I did this first mat, I went down by 1/4 inch all the way around. So the main card is a 4 1/4 by 4 1/4, but then this red piece is 4 by 4. For the black and then the craft, I went down by 1/8 inch. So it's just giving a little bit of that red. I didn't want to go. And then you're just going to see a tiny bit of the black, just a hint of it, just a smidge. I didn't want to overdo it. So hello, hello, everybody who is on. Thank you for joining. And as always, all the supply links are down in the information section. And I still haven't figured out. I tested my mic. I'm running off of my different mic today, and that's why it sounds a little more echoey and not so close to home like I like it. But I'm trying to figure out my mic issues. So then what I did, and I'm done with I love these little organizers that I have. These are from Make It by Marco. I absolutely love them. These are all made by 3D. These are injection printing, not 3D printing, but same concept. And they're so cute. They have little backings on them. So I have a few of them and I use them to store all my supplies as we're doing these cards. It makes it really nice. And of course, they're my favorite color. All right. So then I went through and I did a bunch of die cutting. So I have this really, really cute die from TLC Designs. I do not have, Tammy, you're on. What is the name of this die? I think it's something to do with stars. I've used it as a star, like a regular star, but I also used it because I thought it was really super cute to use it as like a sea star. So today I'm just using it as like a patriotic star. And when you die cut, let me bring this back. When you die cut the star, there's 3 parts to it. So there's inside piece, which is how you get these really cool inlays. And then you have the outside piece, which is this piece right here, Star Spangled Confetti. Thank you very much. So the name of this die, let me stick that up here, is called the Star Spangled Confetti. So if you just cut this, you're going to get a big giant star. And I love it because it's got these kind of funny little edges, which is really cool. If you put this piece inside, and I always have to look at it. I'm going to take the tape off because I'm done with it now. I have to look at it and I do it like this because you can see it's got like wavy lines, and then a pointy line, and then 2 legs. So I look at it as if it's like SpongeBob SquarePants, like Patrick Star. So here's its head, here's its arms, and here's its legs. And that's how I line them up to make sure, because there's bumpy. And so if I go head, arms, legs, I get it lined up perfectly every time. So if you put this piece and this piece, you're going to get this right here, right? And then you can also put this piece in here and it would cut one color. If I take off the outside piece and put in, I'm going to washi tape off here, And I put in, I gotta look at it. Okay, here, head, arms, legs. It's Patrick. It's totally Patrick. It works for me. Oh, I twisted it around. I don't have my Patrick. There it is. Okay, where's my head? Where's my, see, I have to think about it. Some of these I have to really think about. There he is, I think, yeah. There, see, it fits. As soon as I think about it, heads, arms, legs, it works. So then if I do this, I get a piece like that. So that's what I did, is I did 2 separate cuts. And for this card, if you notice, I changed it up. I did the inside cut in white, and then the outside, it's just that little rim in the red. I can't say words today. And then I did the very, very outside piece in blue. So I'm just changing up the shapes of the color, what order of the colors are. So the first stage is I'm going to put down, once I got my mats, and I'm just using my tape runner for this, but we are going to be using some wet glue as well. And for this one, I'm not going to, first of all, make sure I have my card. I was about to do it backwards. Make sure I have my card orientated the correct way. And then you can either like have them go down as if it's, you know, SpongeBob SquarePants, but I think I'm going to change it around this time. And I'm just going to center it. And I wanted it to fill up this entire space, like really fill up that whole space. And then now, because I've turned it, I have to turn it this way. And you can put it on sideways. There's no right and wrong to that. And then I'm going to get my wet glue, which I have right here. Isn't that a cool star? It's just something different. It's not your typical, you know, standard looking star. It's got some character to it. So then I'm just going to hit some of these edges here, a little bit of my wet glue. This is my super tight. It's got a dual tip. I found it works really well. It's clear, dries pretty fast, holds great, no odor. My daughter uses it and it's great. But whatever glue that you like. You know, there's so many different amazing glues out there for crafting, and some people are very specific about which glue they love, and that is great. So whatever strikes your fancy to what you love. All right, so just stick it on there, and it just nests right in there. So there that is. So look at the difference, same but different, right? And then for this one, because it was on white, and I actually tried, just to show you, I did try, and I might, oh, I wonder if I should do that. You could do like a little, that looks cool. I like that. I just cut it. Originally, I had it as just the blue and didn't feel like it popped enough. There, just to kind of show you. I didn't feel like it popped enough on the white. It wasn't enough, so I went with black, but I might try just to tweak it up a tiny bit. Let's do a little bit of a shadowing on that one. But for this one, I felt the white worked fine. Whatever sentiments, the shadow sentiment's cool, right? Whatever sentiments that you love to use, I was really looking for one, like thanks I think works because, you know, you could use this for Memorial Day, 4th of July. I don't know why I'm not doing something while I'm chatting here. Sorry, I got like a little sticky piece. It's like, it's hanging on, it's a little cling on. So, you know, the patriotic part of it, whatever sentiment kind of does it for you. This one, it's my go-to thanks that I've had. It actually came with one of my die cut machines. It was like the freebie that came in there so you could test it. And I just love the script of it. I feel it's a really, really good size. So there's the thanks. But you could do a lot of fun things. And if you've got like a cricket or silhouette, you could do freedom or, you know, the 4th, or you could have all kinds of fun with that. Well, let's shadow this. So originally I had the black, which those look super cute just like that. But let's shadow this. So it's just cutting it again, you know, the same word. And I just picked, seriously, the colors I picked for this, the red and the blue, I went in my cardstock stash. I was like, which one do I have at least 4 or 5 sheets? Because I want to make, I always make a prototype card before we start. And then I need to have enough to make 3 different cards that we're going to do with you today. So let's get in here. And for this, I do like using a wet glue because I want to make sure my shadow looks decent. There's a little shadow. That looks really cool. So look at the kind of shadow on there. It really changes the card up. And that's one way to go from a basic card and to amp it up a little bit more. Adding some more layers, I feel, is a great way just to amplify your card up a whole lot more and make it just that much. Like I can't really say the word more enough, but it just like pops it out and makes it just go from level 1. I mean, I could even get away, like this is what I would call kind of like a level 2 card. Now we've gone up another level. And so it just kind of pops it up a bit more. I could even go in if I wanted to die cut another thanks, and I could do another color. I could do it in black on top of that. So you can really kind of play along with the shadowing. So heads up, shadowing letters or shadowing those is really fun. Okay, so that's our first card. See, look how fast and easy that is. Just a bunch of die cutting. And then just cutting squares and super simple. right, let's put that guy off to the side. The second card, a little more intensive. Look how fun that's. A lot of inlaying. So this card is really fun. Again, same colors, but we're going to switch the colors around and we're going to do the opposite of what we originally had. So slimline card this time. I went with the same background and base. And I want to show you guys a picture. Brave and Free Norman. Or, yeah, we're going to talk about the freebies at the very end because we got Norman coming up soon. So we will be getting to the freebies soon. So let me build this up and let me show you. So I did the backgrounds exactly the same. And stay tuned because there's some other fun stuff we're going to chat about. There's some giveaways and there's some sneaky peeks about what's coming on. So these are all TLC designs that we're working with here. Not papers, but the dies that we're working with and the stamps that we're working with. And the digital stamp that we're working with as well. So just as a heads up. So I placed this basic one down. And then what I did is I cut twice. So I did one card one time. And the best way for me to show you is actually showing you the picture. So let me pull the picture up. So this is what I did. I took the die, did the red in the back, and I did the blue in the front. And then as you can see, I laid all the dies down. I didn't want to sit here and die cut in front of you, so I just took a picture of while I was in process. As you can see, I put the Your Sparkle on there, so you can see the stamp in place. So that way I knew I left room to put that on there. And I laid all the dies down and washi taped them down. And then I did both papers at the exact same time. So when I pulled it out, that one was done. And if you look, this is absolutely, oh, hang on. Make sure I have this. Yeah, here we go. So look, it's identical, right? Absolutely identical. You can see all the pieces right back in there. So I did a 2-for-1 deal on this. So now I'm going to pull this piece up and all of the blue pieces cut out as well. So guess what I have in my little container here? I have all the blue bits. Ta-da! Look at that. So it's really, really easy to do 2 cards at once because you just change out the top color. Everything else is the same. So let's go ahead and place this down. And for this bigger piece, I'm going to use my tape runner. But for all the little stars that we're going to do, we're going to use and I'm almost out of. You guys can tell how hard I am trying to pull this. Okay, I have to replace that because the tape is almost out. I can tell I'm so low and it's not wanting to pull, and I don't want to rip my paper. That would suck. To realign this just perfectly is not going to happen. So wet glue to the rescue. There we go. So just a little bit of wet glue on here. A couple of dots. We're all good. Inlays are fun because you can really kind of play around with the colors. So this top piece is again 1/8 of an inch shorter. So the craft is 1/4 of an inch all the way around smaller. Then the black is 1/4 of an inch. And then the red and / the blue, oops, there's a little something on there, is 1/8 of an inch shorter. Stay down. You need glue to stay down. Don't want to stay down. Okay, well, there, you're going to stay down. If it doesn't want to do it for you, you force it. It will stick down in a minute. I need to pull your comments back up again, guys. There we go. All right, so now, because we have all these pieces, they're already cut perfectly. I just have to place them in. So this one goes here, right? It's just inlaying. And they're nice and big, so it's really easy. So you're just going to go in, add your glue. I already popped all little bits up inside of here out. And just as a heads up, I used one of the covers. So you can see this has like a little back cover. I used one of the colors and I kept this on my desk and it's turned into like my little trash can. So as you can see, I'll probably leave this out because I'll have more pieces that as we're doing other bits. Again, you want to be stubborn and not stick. If you're going to do this, I will say if you're going to do the 2-for-1 deal, so look, see, it fits perfectly. And then we see that little hint of the black popping through, but it's not a ton. And you can change up your color. But if you're doing this, I would suggest, because you're die cutting through 2 sheets of paper at the same time, run it through your die cut machine, go back and forth to really get a good cut, right? So this is a great way to like mass produce a card because you only have to die cut it once and then it's just assembling it back together and then swap the colors. And just think of all the fun things that you can do with all the cool dies. She's got so many amazing dies. All right, so now we've got, okay, I got to find the arms and the leg. There we go. Because you can see they've got a little bit of a design here too. So I'm going to put glue now just in the center of these guys. There we go. Just a little bit here and there. And then, oh, I lost it. There it is. Okay. So they fit a very specific way. And they're all 4 different sizes. So as you can tell, you get the nested stars and then you get 1, 2, 3, 4 little stars on here. And then where's his little head? There he is. Nope, that's not right. I had it wrong. Okay, head, legs. It's funny. I've worked with this die a couple of times, and it's the easiest way I can think of to how to put it all together. And I think this is the smaller. Nope. Yep, this was right. There's one that's smaller than the other. This one's a little guy. There we go. See? And they just nest right in here. All right, where's the arms? Where's the legs? There he is. And then he's upside down. I didn't think too closely as I was doing this. I should have placed them all so they were upright. There we go. So they just inlay. Super simple, right? Okay. Oh, I put that on upside down. That's okay. I'll put my sentiment. Did you guys see what I did? I didn't even realize I did this. I completely reversed it. So if you look, this piece I had up at the top, this piece I had at the bottom, and I put my sentiment. I'm going, there's no room for my sentiment. There's too much space there. So I'll move my sentiment up to the top corner. No big deal. It doesn't matter where you stick it. So I got the U Sparkle, and the U Sparkle came actually from this stamp set because I was like, oh, well, that's cool. This is the Alicorn Happiness stamp set, and it had a little U Sparkle in there, which works perfectly for stars and twinkly and all that kind of stuff. Well, hey, everybody who's on. We got lots of people. Hello, hello. We got Donna. We got Carla. We got Rita. We got Marcia. Hello, hello, everybody. So I'm just stamping this up. I'll put a little U Sparkle right there in black. So there it is. And you have a lot of room to do whatever sentiment you want. Don't let me sway you on one way or the other, but you can have fun with it. You know, twinkle, twinkle. You could even, for this card, because it's so kind of generic, the only thing that makes this truly like a 4th of July card is the fact that you've got, red, white, and blue on here. So then I'm just going in to really kind of emphasize the U Sparkle part and hone that in, and I'm adding some little sparkle gems. Number 1, because it says U Sparkle. Number 2, because I feel like there's just a few little extra gaps in here. And 3, I have these things and I want to use them. So there we go. Keep adding them. So I go until I see, like, does that look good? Does every little spot? That one doesn't want to stay down. Does that feel like it kind of filled in on the card, and does it do it justice? And I'm like, yep, that does a pretty good job. Some people will count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. There's 17 elements on this card. It's an uneven number. It looks the best. You have not opened your birthday card swap. Oh, you got to do it. There's some cute cards in there. Some really, really great ideas. For those of you that don't know, let me switch real fast. For those of you that don't know, I do a card swap about 2 or 3 times a year. Right now, we're doing a fall and autumn card swap. And so just look, it's a Facebook group. It's Erin Reed Card Swaps. It's card swaps and inspiration, because I also put lots of inspiration out there, and I do videos showing all the different cards for everybody interested. And we only have a couple or like 3 weeks left on this particular card swap, maybe 2 weeks left. It's coming up pretty quick. And then I have my really, really big card swap that I do at Christmas time. So it's a holiday card swap. And then that is going to be starting pretty close to like the beginning of August, mid-August. That way it gives you enough time to get them going, get them to the mail. I swap them around and I get them back to you so you have them in time for the holidays. So that's all with the card swaps. They're fun. Okay, so this is card number 2. You're packing the move. Well, I guess that's a good or bad thing. So this is card number 2. Really fun. And then the last one, here we go. This is the 3rd card for today. And again, if you notice, I used all the same cardstocks, right? So this is using the little freebie that is available. So if you guys want to go on to TLC Design's website, links are down below. This is the freebie, and it says all for gnome, gnome for all. We the people, the gnomes are free. Celebrate the USA, 4th of July. And it's got the little gnomey guy. So super cute. Again, totally free. I went in there today, downloaded it, and it worked awesome. You get the upload, you get an email if you didn't realize that it comes, but I mean, it's so, so simple. So just go over to TLC Designs. There's a lot of other freebies that are available. And so make sure you go and check those out. And then speaking of that, I believe this is almost over. It runs 30 days. So it started on the 15th. You guys still have time, and there's a chance to win. So this is the TLC Designs Challenge. You get 1 free digi, and you also get a $5 gift card. So you could use that gift card towards any of the products in the store, and you must use at least 1 TLC product to qualify, and just use the hashtag TLC Designs Challenge. So the freebie counts. So you guys could totally use this freebie to enter this challenge. Did I put enough little like things up for you guys to look at? All right, so this one again is really fun and easy. Super simple card design. So if you're looking for just a fun and easy card, I am not recreating any wheels with these, maybe a couple little tips and tricks. Again, same cards, same cardstock, but I'm flipping it around. So same white cardstock base. Now we have an A2 size card. So we've done 3 different sizes today. Red base. Now we're doing a blue base. So I don't know why I flipped it up. Hang on. All right, there's a little bit left in here. I get every last drop out of my tape runners as I possibly can because I am cheap. If I'm not going to spend money on something, I totally am not. Here's my little stash of supplies we need for today. All right, the next step is we also have this ribbon. So show you guys some tips on some ribbon. So put your cardstock down, and then I want to have the red on top. So if you notice, I flipped around the colors. Now on this card, I use this beautiful new ribbon I just got in. This is from Gwen Studios. Look how gorgeous this is. I love this. It's so pretty. And there was a ton of amazing colors, nautical colors, 4th of July colors. I thought this was just a really pretty one. And then there was another color set, which is what we're going to use for this card. Let me go up a little higher so you guys can see. So I switched around because if I didn't feel like if I put the red on the red, it was like, it's too much red. I really wanted to have a nice contrast. So we did a contrast. And that looks like a much better contrast. So what I'm going to do is my scissors, which are right here. We're going to do a little snipperoonie. There we go. And aren't these pretty? I love it. It's a little gross grain ribbon. It's really, really gorgeous. And then this was another one I was playing around with. This is a little bit of a thinner one. They're just so pretty. And those are from Gwen Studios. Gorgeous. All right. I don't know what that whole piece was there. Way too long for me. So I'm going to snip it off. Oops. Get a good cut. I don't have I usually have, see, my little trash can's coming in handy now. Put all my little trashy pieces in there. All right. So I have my ribbon here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to place my little Nomi dude on here, and I'm going to go ahead and put these 2 pieces together. Now these guys, these 2 pieces right here, I cut with the Happy Dragonfly circle. So I just pulled these 2 circles. I love this. It's a really, really cute nesting circle. And I die cut this piece out. So I printed it out. I colored it, die cut this out with the circle. And then I die cut this piece out with the black. And then they nest on top of each other really, really nicely. So it's just a really pretty, easy circle die set, but it's got a little bit of zhuzh to it. It's not just basic circles on circles. It's got something fun to go with it. So I like that. I like having things a little bit more, especially with a very simple design of a card. We're not recreating any wheels here with this card, but you're just having a little bit of fun. You're playing with the 4th of July, letting your sentiment shine, you know, and then adding a fun set of dies, which is really cute. So he's going to go right there. I need to place this piece here. So what I'm going to do is I've got that off now. I have an idea of this is where it's going to go. Get my glue out again. Little batch of glue right along here. Put that down. You guys have probably seen this before. This is how I do ribbon. Then I flip this over. It's got a little bit of a stick, and then Scotch tape or just clear packing tape. I think this is one I got from Dollar Tree. Is that 2-pack that they sell? And then I tape down the ends. Really, really simple. And just tape those down, right? And then it's not going to go anywhere. It's glued on here, and it's also stuck on the back. So no longer it wraps around. It creates a nice clean edge. It's a really easy way of doing ribbon on cards. So because we've got a little bit of thickness here, there's no way I'm going to be able to put this card completely flat. It's going to kind of warp. So I usually do foam dots or foam strips. And because we're kind of having to fill up the entire, we're going to do strips on this one. Sorry, that was really loud as I open up packages. And these strips are just like from scrapbook.com strips. Ooh, that was really tough getting off. I know I've got them doubled. I don't want to go over top of my section that I just used because that's the part that's already thick. So I'm going to go kind of diagonal to it. And then maybe one more little piece here. And we're just going to go down the center. And now it's got enough something going around. Oh, actually, since I have this open, we'll just go right here as well. Yeah, so now you're kind of going around the whole space. And if you've got a little bit extra left over, just kind of throw it wherever you want to. There's no wrong way to do that. And then just peel off all of your foam strips. Throw out my little trash can I got here. It's funny how it's the stupidest little things that you're like, why didn't I think of that sooner? I know everybody has had trash cans in the past, but I usually always have seen really big trash cans. And I just needed stuff for little things like this, for like the backings, for the little punches. And I had a trash can at my feet, but I was like, I don't want to have to bend over every time or lift up the trash can every single time I want to get rid of stuff. Yeah, the strips are super easy. These ones are from scrapbook.com, and they have a bunch. This is their strips, but then they also have squares, and then they also have circles, and they have, okay, you guys aren't seeing this. I was really stupid. I stuck this down. I left it and I went, and I put it like this with all the sticky side down. And I didn't, that would have been the smarter way to do it, but no, it stuck to my desk. It's okay, it came off. All right, place this down here. There we go. And then I also want to foam pop this up. And I use, like, there's a reason why I like sticky strips, because you need to fill up the back. It makes sense. But then I also like using squares. I like the squares better sometimes because I don't need to fill up this entire thing. I don't want to waste a bunch. Plus with the squares, I don't feel like I'm wasting, like with the circles, you pop out the circles and you have all the little extra pieces. So this one, I feel like I can get pretty good coverage. I probably overdid that by a lot by me talking. But I'm not filling up. Where am I trying to go with this? With the squares, you're going to use every single inch of this. It's a square, right? With the strips, you're going to use every single, but I like it for bigger sections like this. With the circles, unless it's a circle shape, I feel like, let me show you because I have it handy right here. With the circles, you get all the dead space, and then you have to cut it. Oh, here, let me take out the plastic. You get all the dead space here, and then you cut this, which I use every inch of it, but I have to cut it out. I feel like it's just one more step that I have to use with this, and that's kind of a pain. I'll use it, don't get me wrong, but I like the squares and the strips better for that purpose. Or like a full sheet. Full sheets are nice too for certain things. So all cool. All right. I always have to go back and double check because inevitably there's one that I missed that I didn't pop off. And then place your little Nomi on there. So he's popped up too. So you got a little zhuzh happening around here. And then last, I didn't do, so going back to the sentiment again. So this is the freebie. So let me show you guys. I got to pull up the picture. The freebie says all for gnome, gnome for all. I just decided to go for gnome for all. I decided not to use the entire sentiment. I just wanted to use a portion of it. And since it's a printable, it's really easy. I could size it for exactly how big I wanted this. I also could size, I'm pointing at my table and you guys can't see my finger because I had the graphic up. I'm real smart. So I could size everything. That's the joy of a printable, is that I knew I only wanted it to be a certain size, the little gnome for all. I only wanted to use a portion of it, and it just made life easy. So I'm just trimming this up, printed it on my home computer. I printed on the same cardstock as my card base, which is the Nina white cardstock. It's that heavy grain cardstock that they have. I use 100 pound, works great. It goes through my printer, my sticky, so sticky, it stuck to my finger instead of the paper. And then I just wanted to mat this, give it a little bit of extra something on here. And then I trim this up just like this. So just take my scissors. I know there's all these dies out there that do this, and I'm like, that's a little too much for me. It's the gnome for all. And then for that one, I did it kind of higher. So I got sticky on my finger. I'm not meaning to like throw my middle finger up at you guys. I just had sticky on my pointer finger. It felt funny. So I originally was thinking I'll stick it in the middle, but it just was too dead on. I don't know, maybe it kind of works, right? I think if it was this a little bit smaller, it would work better. So then I thought, oh, I could go a little bit lower. You could go a little bit higher. So I was going to go a little higher on this to really kind of just emphasize it, just offset it just a tiny, tiny bit. And since I just had the circles sitting here, I just, instead of digging around and making a ton of noise, we're going to do the circles. And I turned off the comments, so I have no idea what you guys are saying. There we go. Oh, you guys are talking about where everybody lives. I love it when you guys just go off on your own little chats. I think that's so awesome. It's like you're finding a friend and you're connecting and you're having fun. That's the best part. and then gnome for all. There we go. Look how fast and easy that is too. I love that. So we made 3 separate cards today, all in the same color pattern, all with a little bit of a patriotic vibe. 3 different shapes of cards. So there we go. Get all the rest of the crap out of the way. There we go. So if you missed the beginning of the show, you can always go back. This goes on replay. Hopefully we didn't have any technical issues today with sound because I decided to go back to my old sound, which I'll fix it. I'll get it better. Don't worry. So we made our star cards in a little square with, and we did the shadowing with the thanks, but you can really have fun with it, with whatever sentiment you want to put in here. Here's just a single one. Again, doing lots of layers. You guys know I love my layers, so they're really, really cute. Here we have the inlay. This is a 2-for-1 card. Cut once, use it twice because you're using the opposite cards. A little use sparkle. And happy accident, I flipped it around and went the other direction with, so I put the sentiment at the top that time. Totally works. Last one, tried and true to old design. Super cute stuff, or super cute, like, sorry, sentiment, but this is like a tried and true. If you're not sure what design to go to, like I have default designs I have for cards, and this is one of them. Image on top, strip at the bottom, put the sentiment at the bottom. It's really easy, and it really does make super cute cards, and there's nothing wrong with that. I haven't played with ribbon in a long time, and I really wanted to showcase off the super cute little gnome. It's adorable. So, and they're all fun, different shapes, and really easy using just cardstock, dies, and printables. Can't go wrong with that. All right, we have some fun announcements. Okay, so first of all, you can get your freebie. This is for the little gnome guy, 4th of July, TLC Designs, free on her TLC Design shop. Link is down in the information section, so head on over. Super easy to get. Don't forget, you also have a challenge going on. Use hashtag TLC Designs Challenge, and yes, you can use freebies. So check out her. It's on the Instagram, I believe it's on her Facebook. So if you're unsure about what that's all about, you can check that out there. Plus, here we go. You guys ready? We're going to do a sneaky peek. We're going to do a little sneaky peeker. So she gave me some, it's Tammy, who is the owner of TLC Designs, gave me some graphics to do a really, really fun sneaky peeker of the new products that are coming out July 15th. So here we go. Here's the first sneak peek. These are new digital and polymer stamps. Take a look at the super cute papers in the background and all of these really, really cute little stamp images and the sentiments and stuff. So that's the first little sneaker. Here we go. So these are coming out in July. And just to give you a little bit more of what's coming, here we go. So here's the full set that's coming out. There's 3 new paper packs that are coming out. They're going to be both in digital and also on cardstock. So you can buy them already printed, and they're starting for sale on July 15th. We have a bunch of new digital stamp sentiment or digital stamps here. You can see there's Festive Friends, Koala Kindness, Foraging Fairies, and Poetic Pixie, plus a new polymer stamp set called Tiptoe Fairy Dance Polymer Stamps, or Tiptoe Fairy Dance, which is really cute. So those are all coming soon. They're super, super adorable. I can't wait to start using them. They're going to be really fun. And as always, all supply links are down in the information section. But before I go, in case you guys haven't seen any of the other videos I've done this past week, there is a free card class available worldwide to anybody. It's called the Card Makers Summit. Here's a little graphic here. I am one of the presenters, speakers, whatever you want to call it, one of those people. The link, oh, I forgot to put the link down. I'll put the link as soon as I'm done. I meant to copy that over and I forgot. So I'll put the link as soon as I'm done. But you can check out my video from yesterday. You can also check out the other video from the first day. But it's called the Card Maker Success Summit. Basically, it's a free, there's over 25 presenters. Each presenter has their own technique and class they are teaching. It's all done via video. And it, like I said, it's through the 15th through the 18th of July. And you can get a free ticket as soon as I'm done. I'll put this up. I'm so sorry I forgot to do that first. And you guys can go sign up, and it's absolutely free. So in most of the videos that you guys are going to be seeing, it's like for mine specifically, I've got a freebie attached to the video. So while you're watching it, it mentions what the freebie is, and then you can head over and click it, download it. You know, depending on the person, depends on what they're going to be doing. So mine is a set of free digitals to actually create the same card I'm doing on the show or in my class. So you can print everything out and you can create the identical card that I'm making in class. One of the 2 cards I'm making in class. That's all I'm telling you. It's fun-filled cards because you guys know I love my interactive cards. So, but there's a ton of amazing things there. Amazing techniques, classes, and it's all geared towards holiday cards to help you guys kind of get going and get you ramped up for getting your holiday cards ready to go. But really, you can take any of the techniques that are in the card class and implement it for any of the other cards that you make seasonally. So some of the techniques we did today might be some of the techniques that were in the class, or maybe not. So, but you get the idea. You could take what I did today and translate that into a Christmas card or into a birthday card. Like there's no difference. Change up what the images are and the colors are, and you're good to go. So again, sorry I forgot to put that link up there. I'll put it down there really, really shortly. So if you guys have any questions, be happy to answer. I'm trying to look to see if you guys have any. I'm looking down because I'm looking at the questions to see if anything is there. I don't see anything. So thank you guys so much. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Head over to TLC Designs. Get your free digi image today. They're super cute. Norman, I think his name is Norman. It's a gnome. It's a gnomey guy. He is free, so make sure you go get that. And I will put the link up for the Card Maker Success Summit as soon as I click goodbye. So goodbye.